This is from Guardians of Human Rights Florida Foundation, the CEO and the President, Zara Maza, Florida. This is going to Mr. Nagatihalli Ramesh, the poet, thinker, and agriculturist and social activist. So this is especially from US, from Zara Maza to Nagatihalli Ramesh. This is a special award for me. So over to you. Thank you.
Words that rise from the heart know no language, nation, or borders. Languages may be many, emotion is one, a truth that remains eternal across all lands and times. The International Day of Families celebration held yesterday, May 8th, in Bangkok, Thailand, stood testimony to this timeless reality. At the center of the gathering was Nagatihalli Ramesh, a poet from Karnataka, a multifaceted thinker, organizer, and cultivator of the soil. The event brought together human rights thinkers, activists, and environmental advocates from many nations, and Ramesh participated as the keynote speaker. His reflections on the sanctity of nature, the urgency of safeguarding human rights, and the perspective with which women must be regarded touched the hearts of the distinguished audience. The essence of his address may be gathered thus. Motherhood is the primal consciousness. Only the compassion of the mother, the compassion of the earth, can preserve humankind. Woman is a living force of consciousness. Womanhood is not merely a physical condition, it is an emotional and relational state of being. In woman shines the radiance of the heart and inner light. But in man often only intellect shines, and intellect is many times filled with dark chambers. It is in one sense masculine ego, the tyranny of I. At this moment I am reminded of a saying by Jalaluddin Rumi. No matter how long one says, "It is I, open the door does not open. But when one says, "It is you," the door opens. Thus, masculinity often bears the mark of selfhood and possessiveness. In this context, one of my own poems returns to me. Woman, the chooser. She does not seize all that comes her way. Man, a restless devourer, licking at all he finds. For that very restlessness, civilizations have risen and drowned. Amidst it all sits woman, consoling within her naked truth the delusions, dreams, and ideologies of man, holding his hand from one civilization to another. Buddha and Jesus Christ too were, in a sense, hearts of motherhood. That is why today humanity must be guided by the thoughts of Buddha and Jesus. Especially now, when the world is sinking into the darkness of war, there must arise hundreds of dialogues born of the hearts of Buddha and Jesus. Dialogues that teach peace, love, compassion, and forbearance. One truth we must all recognize today is this. In the aftermath of war, it is women and children who become the greatest victims. Such calamities arise when we lose the eyes of motherhood. War imperils not merely humankind, but the entire web of life. Trees, rivers, animals, and birds are all thrust toward annihilation by the fires of conflict. Yet nature continues to forgive everything and flow onward. The river flowed on, circling and cleaving the mountains that blocked its way, carrying stones, thorns, insects, moss, and shards of broken glass, floating some, drowning others. Who has seen the bruised red body of the river? Who has seen the tears of the fish swimming in its depths? All the representatives gathered here from many nations are before all else human beings. This International Day of Families is a celebration representing every people and every nation of the world. Here, there are no borders of language or country between us. We are all members of one family. At such a moment, a celebrated Indian maxim comes to my mind, Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, an ancient Sanskrit saying meaning the whole world is one family. It proclaims that beyond distinctions of language, religion, culture, and nationhood, all beings belong to one universal community. There is another Indian prayer familiar to every Indian, Sarve Janaha Sukhino Bhavantu. May all people in the world be happy. Thus, whether they are from Pakistan, Bangladesh, or any other land, all are one. Since this is a global gathering, I feel it right to say this as well. As civilization expands outward, we ourselves are becoming inwardly diminished. In trying to see only the grand and monumental, we are forgetting the small and subtle. Today, what we need is the greatness to recognize even the smallest particle of existence. In the eye of an ant, one may behold an elephant. But in the eye of an elephant, can one behold an ant? Within the eye of the ant run thousands of elephants. It is such smallness that we must learn to seek. And speaking of this land, Thailand, a nation that reveres Buddha perhaps more deeply than any other, I hold a special affection for it. For love is Buddha, and Buddha is tenderness itself. Therefore, I wish to call this land in one sense not merely Thailand, but Thailand, the land of the mother. In Kannada, Thai means mother. Thailand then is a land touched by the maternal compassion of Buddha. That I am being honored here fills me with pride. May Thailand, known across the world as a great destination of pleasure and tourism, transform itself even more profoundly into a land of spiritual awakening. That is my hope. At this gathering, organized jointly by Empower Global Academy, Youth for Human Rights International, Ladies Ghana, and the Sri Lanka Human Rights Council, Nagatihalli Ramesh was presented with a special honor, a moment of pride for all Indians.
Give respect where we are going to give respect to the woman, whether the family or nation or the world is going to shine there. And extends generously the products, its life activity. It offers protection to all beings, especially living beings. Offering a shade even to the axeman who destroy it. We have to know that is the nature of the. Today we have to, as a woman, as an earth, or Mother Earth, the same thing. The woman, earth, fulfill everybody's needy things, not greedy things. Today, man means greedy. So you have to think about, on this occasion, I'm going to, one small of my poem, I'm going to read it. It shows. Woman. The woman is very picky. She does not swallow everything she gets. The woman is very picky. She does not swallow everything she gets. Man is the sensuous one who licks everything he gets. Man is the sensuous.